In the grand tapestry of Greek mythology, the bond between Hades and Persephone remains a point of endless debate. This tale transcends simple romance, weaving through life, death, nature, power, and destiny itself. The abduction of the underworld queen, if viewed through modern lenses, is easily misconstrued as mere romance or violence. Yet in ancient accounts, it was a divine inevitability. Driven by natural law, the story does not begin in the familiar Sicilian fields of later literature. It starts in the idealized and tame wilderness of Nysa. Persephone was then known as Kore, symbolizing a life not yet fully realized. Amidst the vibrant meadows, she lived in harmony with nature. Everything changed with a flower specifically crafted for this trap. This abnormally beautiful narcissus was no product of nature. Gaia, at Zeus's command, wove it into existence. As she plucked the bloom, the earth split wide. A black chariot surged from the abyss. Hades dragged the maiden into the darkness. From a modern perspective, this is clearly an act of force. But in ancient Greek social structures, this event operated under a different logic. Zeus, as father and supreme ruler, held total marital authority. Hades, as the lord of the underworld, needed a queen to complete his domain's order. Within this framework, the abduction was more akin to an unsanctioned exercise of power, rather than a simple chaotic act. The core issue was not the act itself, but that it bypassed a crucial figure, her mother Demeter. Demeter's reaction shattered the world's natural rhythm. As the mistress of harvest and abundance, her grief was not merely personal, it was tied to the cycle of nature. When she ceased her duties, the earth withered, crops refused growth, humanity teetered on the brink of collapse. The myth reveals a remarkably rational structure. Nature is not a permanent fixture, but a fragile system maintained by divine balance. When that equilibrium is shattered, cycles halt entirely. As human worship faded, the stability of the gods was threatened. Zeus was forced to intervene. He dispatched Hermes to the underworld to retrieve Persephone, yet the outcome was not decided by his decree, but by a single detail, a pomegranate seed. In the laws of the afterlife, to eat is to belong. Persephone consumed the seed in the underworld, a choice that bound her to that realm forever. Various texts offer conflicting interpretations. Some highlight strategic arrangements, others lean toward symbolic meaning. Regardless, this detail marks a shift in identity, transforming from girl to underworld-bound entity. It created a precise and cold allocation mechanism. Persephone must return to the underworld annually, spending the rest on the surface. This cycle resolves conflicts. It frames how Greeks understood nature. When she returns to her mother, the earth flourishes. When she departs, all life fades. This is no mere emotional choice. It personifies natural cycles. Focusing only on love makes the story shallow. The key lies in Hades' role in mythology. He is no symbol of evil. He serves as a guardian of order, linked to both death and wealth. In many accounts, he avoids Olympian conflicts. He rarely engages in complex romances, unlike the erratic Zeus or Poseidon. His relationships remain stable. Persephone's image does not remain passive. In later myths and art, she takes on a new persona, co-ruler of the underworld. In judging the spirits, she sits beside Hades, exerting independent authority. This suggests something vital. She was not merely trapped. Instead, in this new realm, she gained a different form of power. Ancient relics even suggest Persephone was once an ancient deity linked to the underworld, later integrated into the Olympian system, framed through a kidnapping narrative to become a queen. This implies the abduction might be a cultural reinterpretation rather than the original truth. Returning to the core question, is Hades a romantic hero or a lawless perpetrator? The answer resists such labels. Individually speaking, the relationship clearly began with force. From a structural perspective, it maintains the world's function. These dual perspectives keep this story perpetually debated. The deeper meaning lies here. It reveals an ancient truth. Life is not endless growth. It is a cycle of change. Seeds must enter dark soil, endure a phase of absence, only then to bloom again. Persephone's journey mirrors this. This cycle is its core essence. Therefore, it is no simple romance, nor a mere tale of conflict. It is a metaphor for transformation. A girl becomes a queen. Life descends into death. Returning to life, light and dark alternate forever. These elements combine to form a complete cosmic model. Within this framework, Hades is no mere captor. He represents an inevitable phase. Persephone is no passive victim. She links two worlds together. Debates on her abduction are merely the gateway. They reveal ancient insights into nature, life cycles, and structures of power. Because of this, the myth evolves through time. From romanticized love to symbols of dominance to metaphors of natural philosophy, every take reveals only a part. It defines the start of a union and the mechanism of the world. Stripping away the surface, the core remains quite simple. Growth and decay must coexist. Gain and loss happen as one. Persephone's movement is no accident. It is a rhythmic necessity. Within this very rhythm, the world keeps spinning. Ultimately, the story endures today, not because it answers everything, but because it avoids simple conclusions. It allows multiple truths to coexist, where love and control, choice and fate remain entwined. In this profound complexity, the Queen's abduction remains a topic for endless debate, a classic, ever-evolving archetype. Please like